YouTube. So today I'm going to do a review on Insurrection Pure 2 Wild. I was really frustrated with this purchase, and I was been mad all day about it actually, because I really wanted to like this one. One thing that pisses me off is when you can't trust reviews, and I read a lot of reviews. I read a lot of reviews before I ever particularly blind buy a cologne, because I've blind bought about 3 so far, aside from this one, that have not been good. One of them I didn't do any research on, and I should have. The Salvatore Ferragamo Port Homme, I should have done some research on that, but I didn't do any research on it. I did actually I did a little bit, and there was a couple reviewers that were like, "Oh yeah, this is not bad." And so I think from now on, I'm going to take what everybody says, like everybody, because I've had people from the top tier, community guys who have thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of subscribers. I've taken their advice and gotten some bad colognes before. So, a couple times, like particularly, one that stands out is Versace Eros. Another one that stands out is Armaf Club Derby House Blanche. Okay, so those two were really hyped in the fragrance community by top guys. Okay, and both of them just sucked. I don't like Versace Eros. I don't like either of them. So this is another one that was hyped by certain guys in the community, certain YouTubers, and this one has done me wrong. And on top of that, there's a ton of reviews online, and like for people who actually bought this, saying this is amazing, it's better than Terry Mugler's Pure Havana, etc. So I got this yesterday, and I was really mad yesterday because, well, I mean, I'll just say this. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that you need to sit with a cologne for a few days, particularly like a $20 cologne, because they tend to grow on you. But even then, you can somewhat trust your first instinct. And one thing I've learned is that unless you just get really lucky, for the most part, if you're spending $20 on a cologne, you're getting what you're paying for. And really, it's not even a good deal, because $20 is 1/3 of $60, meaning you could take 1/3, or you could save up two more thirds of that $20 and get a really nice $60 cologne. Like CH Men is $60. You could get Acqua di Gio Profumo for $60. You can get Dolce & Gabbana's The One EDP for $60. So there's really amazing colognes that you can get for 2/3 more of the price than, say, this one. Now, I feel like I'm basically out $20 because I don't like this cologne at all. Okay, so with that said, I tried to look up the notes on this. I couldn't find anything to my knowledge. What this is like a tobacco, cherry, honey, vanilla mix, and it's just not good. Like, it does not. It's just not a great mix. It's not a winner. I don't know who would put this out, but it's just bad. Now, from what I've heard, this is similar to, as far as just the way it smells. Like, to me, this smells like a cheap imitation Swisher Sweet cigar. Like, not even a real Swisher Sweet cigar, like an imitation Swisher Sweet cigar. Like, it's not even the actual, legit Swisher Sweet. It's a cigar, like a cigarillo or whatever, that's trying to be a Swisher Sweet. So it smells even worse than what a Swisher Sweet would smell like, which probably is not gonna, you're not gonna want that for your cologne anyways. But it smells even worse than that. So this is something that, like, people say Versace Man, the original Versace Man, not Manna Fresh, not Manna Ew Fresh. How the fuck you say that? People say that the Versace Man in the purple bottle smells like a grape cigarillo or a grape Swisher Sweet. So this here does not smell like a grape Swisher Sweet. It smells like a cherry Swisher Sweet. I've never really been a big fan of cherry, synthetic cherry at least. Just the smell of it, I've never been a fan of that. And this is kind of like that. So there's a little bit of honey in here. There's a little bit of tobacco. There's a lot of tobacco actually, a little bit of honey and a little bit of cherry, and then like a little bit of vanilla, and it's just it doesn't work for me. I see what they're trying to do, like I see where they're going with this, but unfortunately, I don't think you can do this. You can successfully create a I don't think you can successfully create, a cheap version of tobacco and honey mixed together. So this right here, for some reason, is coming off a little bit, but the bottle is beautiful, man. I really like the bottle. It's a beautiful presentation. Insurrection 2, it's gold, and like it's absolutely beautiful. Like that alone is almost worth the $20. And it came with this little like business card right here, and the box is amazing. It looks like a Bible box that a Bible would come in. Insurrection 2, it's like $20 is like almost, I guess that's what you're paying for, because there's nothing else quality or good about this cologne from Rayanne Tradition. So I was really disappointed. Yesterday when I first sprayed it, it smelled so bad. I was like, what is going on? And then I had read another review, like there was a whole bunch of like really good reviews online, and people were saying like, oh, this is so good. It's just like pure Havana. Oh, it lasts longer than pure Havana. And then there's like one comment where this guy was like, what the hell is this? Like, this stuff smells bad. Like, he's like, and it doesn't even last. And I was like, I agree with that guy's comment 100%. Usually I ignore the one comment where the guy's like, I don't like this, because I'm like, okay, well, you just got to sit with it. You got to get used to it. Because there's been a few colognes, like I could think of like Mont Blanc Individual, where I first sprayed it and I was like, what the hell is this? And I turned out to kind of like it afterwards. That's really the only one I could think of. There's definitely a couple other ones where I sprayed them and I was like, it just was too chemically or alcoholic off the top notes, and I was just like, what the hell is this? But this was really bad. Like, this was like, ugh, what is this? Like, so after the dry down, it's like it gets tolerable to the point where like, okay, I see what you're going for. It's like a sweet. It just smells so synthetic. It smells like something I've smelled before, but I can't remember where. Like some kind of just cheap something, some fragrance, like almost like potpourri, or it almost smells like a bad candle or something, or like a bad incense, like really bad. So I filed online. I filed to take it back. I filed a return or whatever. I don't know if they're gonna let me do it. I'm gonna call the company that I bought it from and be like, yo, it's just really bad cologne. Can I just take it back? And because I mean, fucking $20 is $20. Like I said, it's 1/3, and I could get like CH Man or something. So like, I was really disappointed in this. I tried to look up the notes. I couldn't find the notes on it, but don't blind buy this, man. Do not blind buy this. Don't think, oh, it's $20. And that's what I was thinking. So I think from now on, I'm pretty much mostly going to be done with doing that. Like, oh, I'm just going to go blind buy a $20 cologne. I'll blind buy a $30, $40, $50 cologne, because like chances are it's gonna stand up to the price, and particularly if like, it's a designer or whatever. But this is just way off the mark, and I was just really disappointed with that. Sorry I can't make a better review for you guys, because I got to be honest though, this is just not a good cologne. Like I said, really cheap, Swisher Sweet, really cheap, kind of cigar smell. It really smells like a cheap cigar is really what it smells like. A cheap cigar that has a little bit of cherry in it, a little bit of honey, trying to be sweet, but it's really not. It's just super synthetic, super cheap, and it also kind of gives me a headache. So I see what they're going for, but I just can't abide by it. I can't co-sign it. So with that said, I just want to give you guys an honest review. Don't pick it up. Great bottle, great presentation, amazing box. Like, it's just stellar. I really appreciate all that, but it's just, this stuff just isn't good. It's trying to be sweet, trying to be tobacco-y, and it just really falls on its face. Also, it doesn't project for shit. So, I mean, on my neck, like I sprayed it on my neck, and I fell asleep. And I was kind of waking up a little bit, and I could smell it on my neck, and it smelled all right, but it's not something that, like, I don't think a woman is going to want to, like, cuddle up to you. I don't think that anybody's going to want to really smell this shit on you. I can't see it. It's really cheap, really just not good. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever smelled. It's not as bad as like Cuba Gold or something. The cigar Cuba fragrances or whatever. Those are terrible. This is not quite as bad as that, but it's along the same line. So for $20, I'm gonna try to take it back. But anyway, thanks for listening. Peace.